Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a little video on the truck. Interior's changed a little bit. Now I have a headrest, I've got a center console, I've got the cup holder part here, and then I still haven't got to the hood. Sorry guys, been a busy one. Too many other projects going on around the house. So started taking a look at the door panel, and somebody had taken wax to it, and I'm not sure why. I thought it originally was dust and dirt, but somebody took a little wax to it. So I'm going to be taking and re-dyeing that door panel. So looked on some of the old junkyard websites, and they really didn't list anything for it, and I looked on eBay, and they don't have anything either. But and they want like $150 a piece for a used door panel on eBay, and I said, for what a little bit of dye will do, it'll last me a good couple of years until these start getting plentiful in junkyards. So you know, that is if I do decide to keep it. So what else have I done to it? No, you know what? Why don't I give you guys a little cold start here? Ended up putting a new fuel filter in it. It was leaking. Well, actually, I lied to you. I didn't put the fuel filter in it yet. I wanted to see if it was leaking from the actual fuel filter cap. So I didn't have an O-ring that was the right size here. So I ended up going over to a Dodge dealer that was right next door to where I was doing some work today. So I stopped in there and dropped $50 on it. But whatever, you know. By the time I would have it shipped here and, you know, bought it online from my Mopar guy, it probably would have ran about the same thing, because I would have had to buy a couple other BS things to combine the shipping to get it so that, you know, I could get the flat rate shipping from them. So, well, with all ado, why don't I give you a little cold start video here. It's not the easiest thing to do with your hand. Oh, as I drop you. Here she is, running. So here's another thing I've been kind of working on over the past couple days. Took the fender off again. I don't know how good you can hear me or not, but they rhino lined the emblem. Let me shut the truck off so you guys can hear me a little bit better. It's running good. I still gotta fix this little warning here: exhaust filter full, power reduced. Doing a little reading on that, and from what I've been reading, pretty much limits the truck to 60 miles an hour. I don't drive 60 miles an hour anywhere, so I think what we need to do is find a little bypass kit. So if anybody knows of any good ways to go, I don't really need the performance aspect of it. I just want to bypass the emissions part of it, because the truck weighs over 8,800 pounds. So New York State is not going to require me to do a full emissions test. They'll make sure that they'll hook it up to the computer and make sure my emission system is working, or quote unquote fooled. So you know, that's the key to that right now. But getting back to this emblem, I'm gonna try to save it. So what I did was an old school trick that I learned by accident many years ago. That you take a rag, wherever the hell my rag went. You take a rag and you soak it in. Oh, fuck, I don't know if I can reach this. Soak it in good old brake fluid. Synthetic, regular, don't matter. But you soak it, and then you literally put it onto whatever you want to remove the paint from, and you let it soak there for a little while. Say hi, Emma. Oh, and by the way, if anybody out there in the Buffalo area has a male German boxer that is AKC registered and is unmolested, meaning not neutered, PM me. I'm looking to breed her this year. So she only comes in the heat once a year. So she's mature now. So she's more than ready to have her loins be bred. So, but as you can see here, I've soaked this, and so now I'm just kind of re-wetting it. But what ends up happening is the brake fluid will actually eat into the paint, but it doesn't affect the chrome. So, you know, if you ever get anything that's got some paint on it that you really said, ah, shit, I didn't want that to happen, you know, you can very easily remove it. Also, take a look here. See how easily that came off? Watch, because that emblem has been soaking with the with that brake fluid on it, so it just releases the adhesive. So I'm gonna actually put this in a little flat tub of brake fluid and let it soak for a little bit longer. But like, my headlights got a little bit of overspray on it. Instead of pulling out the buffer or pulling out paint thinner or anything like that, that's gonna damage, you know, the plastic. Just take a little brake fluid, put it on there, and it just kind of comes off, you know. I wash it real good with some soapy water after the fact to break it down. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling for work, so I had zero time to even put towards the girl. So, but I'm gonna try to maybe put the front bumper on this week. You know, and kind of feel bad because this was supposed to be a priority. You know, I wanted to get a plow on it for winter, and you know, try to get rid of my old plow truck, but I don't know, I guess it's kind of gone to the back burner, unfortunately. But you know, oh, and if you notice, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 windows now working. I made a little video last week. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but the driver's side control actually turns out to be, well, did turn out to be bad. This right here. Basically, what I ended up doing was took it all apart and I figured, it's probably got a bad, you know, just somebody spilled some coffee in it or something, bad connection or whatever. So what I ended up doing was popping this out. You know, it just pops right out. You can take a little putty knife, stick it under there, pops the whole thing out. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 little Torxes. I think they're like T10 Torxes, and you can basically disassemble the whole thing. And what's in there is just like a remote control for your TV. Basically a electronic board with a pressure siliconized membrane that when you push down on it, makes contact and basically allows the mechanism to work. So this mechanism and this mechanism that membrane. Actually, I think the locks were also that membrane. The back windows, they were just the old mechanical, you push down on it, makes the connection, pull up on it, makes the connection. It's got a little rocker mechanism in there. But what I ended up doing was cleaning it all up. I made a video of it. I'm kind of ticked off that it's gone, but I'm not going to tear it apart again, so it's not worth it. But I actually ended up, cleaning it all up. Basically, what I use is just like a vinegar water, or you can even use Windex in a pinch, or even ammonia water. Anything that will cut through the dirt and grime that you have, but at the same time, it just simply will just simply break the dirt and grime off, but at the same time not ruin the circuit board. So then I take a hair dryer, dry it all off, and make sure it's all good and dry. I clean both the circuit board and that membrane. There's like a little black magnetic, or not magnetic, but metallic silicone that when it touches down it connects. But I clean that all up, dry it all up, and then put it all back together, and voila. So if you guys ever run into your TV remote not working, and maybe you want to take it apart, take a look, clean it all up, and do that little trick. Or, if you have one of these electronic power units, try it. What is it going to take you? 10 minutes? Probably took me 10-15 minutes total to go ahead and take that out, clean it up, and try it, see if it worked for me. This part, I believe, from my Mopar connection, I want to say it was like, I think he would give it to me at cost, which was like $75 or $85. Well, I just saved that, so I can put that $75, $80 somewhere else in the truck. So, but that's that for now. I'm gonna probably work on it a little bit more tonight. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna work on something here. Maybe I'll put the bumper on. I'm kind of getting sick of looking at the front of this truck and just seeing two tow hooks. So, maybe try to give it a little bit more of a finished look to it. So, but if you guys got any suggestions, I'm kind of still out there for my paint scheme, but I'm kind of thinking that what I want to do is, let me show you here, from this body line down, I'm kind of thinking of painting it this dark charcoal. I've seen it on, Power Wagons, the TRX package, and I've also seen it on, the whole truck painted a nice dark charcoal. I think Durangos came in it, Rams have it. I'm kind of partial to Dodges here, so I like Dodge colors, but Ford's got a couple nice colors too. So if anybody's got any suggestions for me, let me know. But I'm thinking, like I said, that body line down, I want to do in that darker gray color, still keep the silver color of the truck, and then like I said, I'm gonna get new wheel flares. I looked these over, I scratched my head, I said, piss on it. They're gone. They're going to the garbage can. But I'm gonna keep them on there right now because it makes the truck look a little bit more complete. So I really don't want the truck looking like it's incomplete, and and then I'll lose all hope on ever putting it back together. But I'm gonna keep it like this for now. I actually did find factory style reproduction fender flares. 4 of them I count, for $120 shipped to my house. And for I think it was 500, 480, maybe it was $480. I talked with Bushwhacker, and they'll give me the rivet style, that fits in the original mounting holes and everything like that. And I think that was shipped to the house too. So So, I got to kind of debate. Maybe you guys can give me a little bit of input as to what you think. The boss lady, she loves those riveted ones, so I'm probably going to go with the riveted ones. I was over at one of the big box Home Depots, Lowe's, something like that, over the weekend, and I saw the exact same truck that they had replaced the factory fender flares with the bullet style or the rivet style, and it looked sharp. So, let me know what you guys think. But I've also been kicking around because I've got to do a little bit of roof painting on it too. Kind of thinking that I might want to go like the old Power Wagons used to, and the old Camper Deluxes used to do, where they would take from right about here and they would paint the whole roof section the same as that accent panel. So, now's the time I can kind of fuck around with that a little bit. Excuse the French, but might be an option. Oh, and you'll also notice no more rain gutters. Took those off because those things were, number one, you guys probably remember from one of my first videos, the rain gutters, they were not for a crew cab, they were for a quad cab. So I ripped those off, cleaned them all up, and still got a little bit of residue to do, clean up on them, but I tore the front ones off too. I just don't like the ones that stick onto the paint. I'm going to get the ones that actually go inside the window channel. So that'll be another project for another day. But still got to work on the wiring for the taillights. This side is completely missing. The other side is sort of slightly there, so I've got to get some wiring going on here. I've actually got my brother-in-law's got a old ZR2 Blazer that's sitting here kind of rotting away that, he kind of told me, hey, you can part it out for me, take it up to the scrapyard. I'd be more than happy, keep the profits off of it. I don't have time to work on it, so he's in the same line of work as me, so, we're on the road quite a bit. But, so I kind of was looking at some of the electrical connections and things like that, and I think they use the same exact sockets as the Dodges for the taillights, so I'll probably be grabbing those off of it. I'm going to have to special order. I found a website. I think it's automobileconnectors.com. Phenomenal website. They've got just about every type of connector out there for cars, big rigs. They've got some household stuff, some weather-tight connectors. One of my buddies told me about it, and so I went on there and I was looking, and I actually found the connector. I've got to email them, see what they suggest for reverse lights, but this truck runs a real weird type of reverse light, kind of like your high mount third brake light off of, my Durango has it, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll take a look, see if the Durango uses the same type of connector, but it doesn't. It's a little bit wider and it's just a little funkier. So, plus it's an interior type connector. I need an exterior type of connector. So, I gotta get that and then go from there. But trying to think what else I got going on with it. Pretty much nothing really. You guys are probably wondering, did I get any more parts in? No, I haven't had a chance to order anything more, but at the same time, I can't even keep track of what parts I need anymore. So what I gotta do is I gotta start actually putting it together and starting a list up again. But one thing I actually do need and maybe some of you guys can help me out with this, is for that center console in the front, there's a mounting bracket that goes on the driver's side seat over to the center console. I need that, and I also need the male part of the center seat belt. So it'd be on the passenger side. I'm guessing it mounts to the floor, but you know, in previous versions of the Ram truck, it was a retractable style seat belt. So I don't really know how it works on this one. I haven't got online to look up the part number or talk to my Mopar buddy yet. But you know, maybe some of you guys can help me out with that. So, but like I said, I'm still open to paint schemes. I think I'm gonna stick with the silver. But you know, besides the silver, I'm kind of looking for some opinions as to you know, paint colors. I'm looking to do some head turner, you know, but at the same time keep it subtle enough that said, oh, maybe that was a factory option, you know, but putting a little, you know, flair on it. You know, I look at some of the stuff that you know, Sean Piscotti does over at Pistons Channel, and he's definitely got a knack, and you know, I really like what he does, and I really would love him to paint the truck, but you know, the time just is not there for me, or you know, I look at what he's doing. He just doesn't have time either. So I would love to pass the buck to him, but you know, I know he doesn't have time for it, and you know, he's always doing his dealer work. He's got Corvair Wild stuff over there right now, working on his Corvair. He's got that F-250 over at his shop, so you know, he just doesn't have time. You know, so but you know, if there's anybody in the Buffalo area that might be interested in you know, doing a paint job on it, hey, let me know. So I guess that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna go in, you know, change up, probably dabble with the truck a little bit, maybe before I lose the sun for the night. Like I said, maybe I'll put that front bumper on. I think I'm itching to put the front bumper on. So until later, I'm gonna go in, upload this up, eat some dinner, and then we'll talk to you later. All right.